Namaste. Welcome to this episode of the Thursday Thoughts. Come November, December, every year, the legendary Bill Gates announces his favorite five books of the calendar year. And only yesterday I saw it in the net that he has spoken about his favorite five for 2021, that is this calendar year. And the list consists of many scientific fiction, sci fi books. I know I'm no Bill Gates, neither I have the stature of Bill Gates, nor the nature of his wealth. Nonetheless, I would like to talk about a book that I recently came across. And the title of the book is Atomic Habits. Yes, the author of the book is James Clear. What a name, what a book it is, and what a name of the author. James Clear. He's so clear about what he wants to say. He's so convincing and so clear about his language and the way he wants to talk about habits. Yes, he's an expert in habits. And he talks about how small habits on a daily basis, when you do, it can result in remarkable results. And you know what? It was written in 2018, this Atomic Habits, and this is the first book of this 35-year-old young writer. Yes. And talking about him, Peter Cook in his LinkedIn has told this annoyingly young writer has already got a resume that is so very impressive. Already a million books sold. That was that particular year, within a year of 2018, and the highest magnitude of orders on the Kindle. And these audio books have already got 10,000 reviews. So these are all awesome figures for a writer who just wrote his first book about habits. And the other day I was talking to my younger daughter about the punchlines of the books, what all punchlines I should highlight. And I told her that I may have to highlight each and every sentence of the book. Every line is a punchline of this book. And it needs to be read. Only then you can realize the power of each line. And you have packed each line with so much of power. So it needs to be read. And only when you read, you can understand the realities, what he is going to talk about, what he is talking about. So I will not be in a position to tell you the punchlines. I'll have to read out the whole book. Instead, I would like to start from where all he has started the book. During his childhood, it all started when he was watching a baseball match when he was in his school, and the bat from the batter slipped away from the batter and hit straight on the face of James Clear. And he had multiple injuries on his head, on his skull, and on his face. Both the eyeballs came out of the sockets, and he was swelling all over, and he had multiple seizures. So the hospital, even if when he was rushed to the nearby hospital and he was flown by a helicopter to a specialty hospital, and there were very little hopes that he will ever survive. But survive he did. Not only that, he went on to play baseball for the university, and he observed how slowly he was making progress, how small habits that he inculcated in his life improved his life on a daily basis. And that is how we know about habit. You all know that we are aware that habit, the popular definition is, it is such a thing that even if we remove H, there is a bit left. Even we remove A, there is a bit left. Even if we remove B, it is left. Only when we change I, only T will be left. And that T is after changing your own self, your ego, yourself, that is I, the T will come about. That is the flashpoint or the inflection point, or more correctly, the transition point or the transformation point. That is how we come about the transformation of a caterpillar into a beautiful butterfly. This is the same habit of changing that he's talking about. And he talks about sports arena, Olympics. He talks about the cycling team of the UK that went on to win so many medals continuously year after year, and how they won the France Day Tour of the cycling championship because of small changes. There are plenty of examples throughout the book, and you must read, then only you will be able to realize that. But above everything else, he started the whole book with a small mathematical proof so that nobody will have even an iota of doubt in their mind that small changes can bring in big, remarkable results in anybody's life. He says, suppose we change our habits by 1% a day. That means today we are 1, suppose we reduce it tomorrow. That is, it becomes 0.99 tomorrow. And like that, at the end of the year, we'll get a figure 0.99 to raised to the power 365. And you know what figure we'll get it? We'll get a figure of 3%, 0.03. So 1 will become 0.03 if it is reducing 1% a day. And the other way is, if you improve by 1%, that is 1 becomes 1.01 or 0.1 tomorrow, then you raise 1.01 to the power of 365. At the end of the year, 1 becomes 37.78. That is almost equivalent to 38 times your efficiency. So that is the wonder of small changes in our lives, which we just don't realize, and how to go about it. There are so many beautiful examples in every field, starting from neurophysics to the health improvements, how we can quit smoking, how we can improve our health regimen, and everything. How do we improve our writing skills? It is a book that every youngster should have it. I don't tell it like our famous Virat Kohli would tell, I recommend MRF. Instead, I would like to tell you that this is a must book for each and every person who wants to improve his life, his lifestyle, and the results of his efforts. This is an excellent book. It's a must read for each one of us. Thank you. Bye bye. God bless.